In our industry, a lot of times we don't necessarily have the ability to set up the interviews. When we go through the submission process, if you're qualified on their end, a lot of times it can be an auto offer. We've started to see a lot more of that post-COVID and during COVID actually. And we're starting to see a lot more people go back to the old style of interviewing, which means we get it submitted to the customer, it rolls over to the hiring manager, and when they have a minute, a lot of times if they like you, they're gonna pick the phone and call you. So we don't necessarily have the ability to tell you this is when the actual interview is gonna take place. So we do a lot of prep conversation ahead of time on the interview process with the traveler. And a lot of times it's, hey, if you see a phone number you don't recognize, it may not be a spam call. It could actually be that hiring manager who's calling to talk to you. And so what we tell them is be yourself, right? You've done a great job so far of communicating with us. And we want you to continue to do that with the hiring manager. Be yourself, right? Lean on what makes you you and impresses people. And so really speak to your strengths, ask a lot of questions, because in the interview process, it's not just them interviewing you, it's you interviewing them as well to make sure it's the right fit. A lot of times we don't get all the information that's really pertinent. The patient ratios, a lot of times we don't get that. I mean, the actual times of the shifts, we sometimes don't get that as well. Parking, we don't really know what that looks like as well. You get into a big city, a lot of times parking arrangements, you're in a parking lot 15 minutes away, you got to take a bus over. So you want to make the interview process a smooth one by making sure you're prepared and you're asking all the right questions, which we help them prepare for that.